Hey guys, well, as you saw from where I came in the entrance, I'm at Putney Vale Cemetery, and I came here hoping to find the very discarded, well, not discarded, it's had a new headstone since then, but the very forgotten grave of the great Howard Carter, the man that discovered the Tutankhamun's tomb, along with Lord Carnarvon and his daughter, of course. They also assisted. But, and before you ask, no, for once this isn't bad map reading. Literally, as far as I could tell, I did follow the right instructions. But for some reason, there seems to be different conflicting reports about which section he's in, which block he's in, and all of that lot. And I have pretty much traipsed like all the way around here in a big circle for about the last half an hour. And you know me, I hate giving up whenever I'm looking for graves. But the thing is, if I literally do linger for longer, another video that you will see, which seriously, even though I want to find Howard Carter, my next stop I have to get to by a certain point or I won't get inside the building. And if I seriously miss that because I'm traipsing around this, that will ruin my day. So unfortunately, it seems to me that I will have to just comprise this video as this and all of that lot, and give you a bit more background on him and all of that lot. I will insert a photograph of what his grave looks like, at least, so this isn't a complete waste of time. But no, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to, just like I did in Wolvercott, I'm probably gonna have to contact the cemetery and get some seriously much better descriptions, because that PDF map that I'm following, it's not very clear. So sorry guys, it's the best I could do. Signing off from Putney Valley. an hour to spare before this church closes. Sorry about the noise in the background, there's a few people over there, and I think they're the caretakers up here, and but oh my God. How many years have I literally, well, 2014, so 7 years, and in case anyone's wondering, Lord Dickie Attenborough, he was not just, my God, a great actor, great filmmaker, great director, one of the lifelines of BAFTA. He was a president of BAFTA, of course, until he got seriously ill by the last few years of his life, and then of course Prince William took over his role, but the main reason why I've wanted to come here for so long is because he literally was my idol. He literally was like my favourite actor of all time, and very recently it's almost as if I've rediscovered him again, because I watched two of his great films that I can't believe I only watched until this year, which was Shadowlands, which was the great film that he directed in Oxford and other places about C.S. Lewis and Joan Gresham. And then of course I finally, after how many years, got his masterpiece of Gandhi on Blu-ray. Yes, all 3.5 hours worth of it, and watched it, and I was even more amazed when literally the fact that it took him 20 years making other movies just to try and get that finance. So so oh, what a privilege that is to finally see him. Of course, this is St Mary Magdalene's church in Richmond, because of course he was Lord Attenborough of Richmond on Thames. In fact, he literally lived, I believe, just over here, or behind me, I'm not sure, in Richmond Green. So, but it's absolutely beautiful, this church. Hello everyone. Yeah, doing a video in the rain. What next? Well, it's good that I didn't turn this camera on like 30 seconds ago. My god, the amount of horns honking we've just had has been unreal. So where am I? You may ask. Well, you've seen in the title. I'm in Kew Gardens. Yeah. At least it's not like seriously overcast, rainy today. At least it's bright and that. And why am I here? Well, as you've seen in the title, I'm here to visit one of the best painters that has ever come out of Great Britain. Yes, I'm talking about Thomas Gainsborough and that, who's buried in this church right in front of me. Turn you around. Yep, this is St Anne's Parish Church. Like I said, we're in Kew. I literally just passed Kew Gardens, like at the bottom of that street that I've just come past. And that the botanical gardens, what I saw on the bus, were beautiful. And of course, Thomas Gainsborough is buried here because his friend, oh geez, I will flag up what his name is here because I can't know how to pronounce it, unfortunately. And that, so yes, this is his church. And if I think I've got it right, oh yes, I think this is his grave. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, seeing this in the rain, this is going to be fun. Oh, do you know what, guys? This was one thing I was not expecting. Yeah, I'm standing right next to the phone in case you're wondering. But oh help, that is, as you can see, it is collects so much water that I can't really read the inscription to you. But I do have a Google image of this tombstone for you, so I will insert it in this video for you to read it. Ooh. You know what, my legs just got wet, so I think I will it's not as pristine as I thought it would be, because I found out that this grave is under the protection of the state, so of course oh geez, I'm going to have to look here again. I know it was the 1700s, but what year was it that Thomas Gainsborough died? 1797, that was it. Yeah, his dear wife Anne is also buried here as well, and that. But anyway, yes, he has had a previous restoration to this, but only about, I think it was about 2014, I think, or it might have been a little bit sooner than that, but I believe it was 2014 that this had a major restoration and that, because it was literally crumbling and all of that lot. So he does, yeah, although the edge of it could do with a bit of a clean. Yeah, ugh. Definitely could do with some wet and forget, but definitely not on a day like today, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, if anyone is wondering what I mean by that is, Wet and Forget is a special product that attacks mould of any sort. So all that blackness that happens on white marble, if you mix a small amount with a big amount of water and then you just leave it for a few months, it completely restores white marble back to its former glory. But for obvious reasons, you wouldn't do it on a wet day like today, because the water would just dilute the thing. You need to do it on a dry day when you've got a few hours worth of dry weather. So yeah, in case, I doubt anyone would be watching this if they didn't know about Thomas Gainsborough, but yes, he was a great artist of landscape and of portrait. I mean, in fact, one of his most famous paintings is of the Blue Boy and that. And yeah, if anyone wants to see some photos of these, I have accumulated some of those, so I will insert those at the end of this video as well. Yeah, and apparently his friend, like I said, I can't pronounce his name, but I will flag it up on that. I'm not completely sure, but I think this might actually be his friend, because I know he was buried right nearby to him and that. Yeah, but it's also a beautiful church. Unfortunately, it's not open on Saturday, so I can't take you in, sadly. But feels quite dismal, doesn't it? So yes, this is the final resting place of Thomas Gainsborough. excuse my makeup, guys. Yeah, the mask is starting to get it all off. Isn't this lovely? I'm on the Underground at Richmond, and check this out. Probably won't last because there is a few people on the platform now, but what do you know? Do get quiet trains sometimes.
Oh
That's right, guys. I'm in Hampstead Parish Church, where John Constable, the great painter from this country, is buried. Always wanted to come here for a very long time, as he's one of the best painters ever. Oh my god, that Hayway, as well as so many of his other pictures, are just some of the best I've ever seen in the National Gallery. So let me just give you a quick walk around. Yeah, bearing in mind there's other people watching. So, his headstone sure could do with some treating here, but saying that though, considering how old it actually isn't looking too bad. Whoops. So yeah, quite an old cemetery, but well, he did die quite a while ago, so I suppose that's to be expected. I'm just relieved I was able to get in here in time, because I believe they're about to shut the gates soon. And apologies for the sirens in the background. We're not far from the Royal Free Hospital here. So yeah, that is the grave of John Constable and his family. Hey everyone. Well, as you've just seen, just went to visit John Constable's grave, and now just come through a couple of side streets from that church, and now I'm going to take you on a little walk and show you something else of John Constable. Yeah, because the reason why he's buried there is because he lived around here. So let's go and have a look at his house, shall we? And there's a very nice plaque outside too. So come along with me. There you are, guys. After get there in the end. Yes, after that little walk down Gayton Road and then to Wells Walk. So if you ever want to find this, yes, this is 40 Wells Walk, and if I zoom, yeah, that's where he lived all those years ago. Of course, he had the whole house, of course, but don't know for sure if it's still a whole house or if it's more likely it's been divided up into flats. So yeah, how impressive is that, eh? Just trying not to be too obvious, because I have just seen the owner and that. So yeah. It's quite a busy street, this, I might add, but it is Hampstead after all. Yeah, so that's it, eh? Yeah, I would love to give loads of detail about John Constable, but the thing is, there's so many people walking by that it would look absolutely ridiculous. So, that. But to be fair, I think if you watch this video, you would know a lot about John Constable already. But of course, he was one of the great English painters of all time. And of course, if you want to go and see any of his works, including his most famous painting, The Hayway, head to the National Gallery on Trafalgar Square. So, thank you very much, guys. Signing off from John Constable's home, 40 Wells Walk, Hampstead.